Hello again, Dylan here from the Dylandal show, and yes, we are doing a double upload for probably the first time ever. Well, I know technically this mightn't be a double upload because I don't know whether I'll be, as I'm recording this now, I don't know whether I'll be uploading this on Wednesday or Thursday. Just check the time. Yeah, so most likely it'll be Thursday, but you know, for us to upload 2 videos in a day is a success. But yeah, welcome to another edition of our football Q&A. Of course, I did a wrestling Q&A earlier today. As usual, I got 5 questions here, and the world of football is at a... It's hectic anyway, but it's been probably as hectic as ever at the moment. So let's not waste any more time, let's get started. Question 1. I know you've been backing David Moyes to succeed at Man United, but have you thought at any point that United should sack him? No, I actually haven't. I think David Moyes is doing really well. I think it would be stupid if United sacked him, because I know some people probably think, whoa, what? When I say, oh, he's doing really well, but you know, the one time I did kind of fear for his job was not the 4-1 loss to City, because I mean, you know, those freak results happen all the time, but it was the 2-1 loss to West Brom. That's when I started to fear a bit for him. Because another question that kind of links into this is, do you think Sir Alex will ever come back? Let me just finish the point about David Moyes first. No, I don't think United should sack him, because this is the man Sir Alex handpicked to succeed him at Old Trafford. So I think, you know, United aren't great starters anyway. I mean, you know, at this stage last year, Chelsea were top of the table and looking well. You know, it looked like they were going to be in the title race right up until the end of May, but or the middle of May, whenever it ends. But no, I never thought they should sack him, because sorry, I got a little distracted there. And about Sir Alex coming back, no, I think. The thing about that is, if you bring back Sir Alex, that doesn't show a lot of coverage from the club. That basically shows that Man United don't have faith in anyone else, and that's what I kind of mean with David Moyes, that fans just need to have faith in him. And you know, obviously United were going to take a little bit of a dip without Sir Alex. You know, that was always going to happen. I mean, I was expecting that. But I have the full backing of David Moyes. I think he's going to do really well at Man United, touch wood. Of course, I'm a United fan, but yeah, Sir Alex. No, I love Sir Alex. I mean, I love him to death, but no, I would not bring him back, because that just shows Man United don't have faith in anyone else, and I just don't think that's just definitely not the way to go. So we kind of covered question 1 and 2 there. So let's just go into question 3. Who do you think will win the Golden Boot this year? That's a really good question. Of course, Robin Van Persie has won it for the last 2 years, but he's had a bit of a slow start this year. You know, he obviously got 2 goals in the Community Shield, and then he got 2 goals on the opening day. But after the opening day, he hasn't really been scoring that much, because he scored a penalty against Crystal Palace. See if I can remember all his Premier League goals. He got 2 against Swansea, he got 1 against Crystal Palace. One against Southampton and 1 against Stoke. So I forgot to even count, but he scored a few, maybe not as many as what he had this time last year, but you know, I think he could still be up there for it. Luis Suarez and Daniel Sturridge for Liverpool, I think they'll be up there. I think there's no question at the moment who's going to get the most assists. Mesut Ozil, he's been doing really well with the assists for Arsenal. He's scored a few goals as well. Benteke, he could be up there. Lukaku, of course, who has gone on loan to Everton from Chelsea after missing a penalty in the Super Cup, which ultimately cost Chelsea the Super Cup. It's a really good question. I think the 3 candidates, well, the 4 actually candidates that come to mind are Daniel Sturridge, Luis Suarez, Robin Van Persie and Wayne Rooney, because Wayne Rooney's actually been scoring a good few goals this season for Man United. Of course, you nearly forget about him, because last season he wasn't really scoring as much as what he normally does, but he's been scoring a good few goals, and he's been in really good form, which is really good for Man United. Of course, Wayne Rooney is one of my favourite players, and all I want is to see him do well. Excuse me. But yeah, I think those four will be in contention for it. Question 4: do you think this is going to be Ryan Giggs' last year as a player? Obviously, it's hard to. I mean, it's Ryan Giggs. You know, you can never really predict Ryan Giggs retiring, but you never know, because of course this year he became a player coach along with Phil Neville. Of course, Phil Neville isn't a player coach; he's just a coach. But Ryan Giggs is a coach with him. Yeah, I think, you know, he's going to be 40 next month, so I think this could be his last season as a player. David Moyes hasn't been playing him that much. You know, I know he doesn't play as much as what he used to anyway, but he's been playing substantially less this season than what he has in the last few seasons. So I think it could. I think I'm 50-50 on it. You know, it's Ryan Giggs. You never know. He could decide, if United don't win the league this year, and that looks likely at the moment. I think maybe he might play for another year to see if he can retire with a Premier League. But if United do win the Premier League, then I think he might consider retiring then. I think that's probably when he will retire. Yeah, so that's all I really have to say about that. I think, like I think it's a 50-50. I think if United don't win the league, he might play for another year. I think if they do win the league, that's probably when he'll decide to hang up his boots. Excuse me. Question 5: how far do you think Gareth Bale will go? Sorry, start that again. How far do you think Gareth Bale will go at Real Madrid? Well, Gareth Bale actually, of course, in the summer, or back in, yeah, basically it was the summer back in August, Gareth Bale left Tottenham to go to Real Madrid for a record-breaking €100 million, something like, was it like 92 million pounds or something like that. But yeah, it was over €100 million. He scored in his debut, but injuries have been kind of holding him back with his Real Madrid career so far. But today, of course, Real Madrid beat Sevilla 7-3. Karim Benzema scored 2, Ronaldo got 3, and Bale also scored 2. This is his home debut, so that's a great start for him at the Bernabeu. I think as long as he stays fit and he's scoring goals and setting up goals, I think Gareth Bale will do tremendous at Real Madrid. He has a lot to live up to, of course, being the world's most expensive player, and especially with the amount they actually did pay for him. You know, €100 million I think is ridiculous. I don't think any player is worth that type of money. But you know, he has a lot to live up to. I think he has the ability to do well at Real Madrid. Of course, it's hard because with Barcelona and fucking Messi. I'll just say it now, I'm not a big Lionel Messi fan, but I think if he keeps fit and he sets up goals and scores goals, I can't see why Gareth Bale won't do well at Real Madrid. So yeah, that's it for this edition of Dylandal's United Wrestling Q&A, football Q&A. Please like this video, subscribe to the channel, we subscribe back, and I'll see you next time.